Hi, it's Angel Rose Songbird. We're trying to straighten out the mess the world is in so it can feel like heaven. I was taught as a child, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay? Now, if you look at this, it was in O, you shall, in O, the truth, deny the truth, negate the truth, end the truth. Okay? So, that is why truth does not rule, because I was tricked into believing that the person, my aunt, had told me this, had K-N-O-W in mind. Okay. And so here it says end order. What? In what order shall set you free? So I am not free to be myself and sing like myself and dance like myself and play piano like myself and love like myself. And then Jesus Christ said, that's not true. You can love like yourself, and you do love like yourself. That is the one thing you do. Okay, I believe that. And he said, that is why they can never repay you, because you have loved unconditionally like a mother for as long as creation has existed. And you have earned so much good karma, nobody could pay you. Nobody. This is why I told you when you came to India, nobody can repay their mother. Meaning you, the mother of the earth. Nobody can repay you. And you figured out the sun in the sky, God, is owed $32 septillion. Nobody could pay the sun. It's too much money. It's more money than we have. So what are we going to do? We are going to pleasure them. The sun and you. And the other one is Einstein, is Jesus Christ, and Singh, Guru Arjan. He also has so much good karma, nobody can repay him. And there he is. Okay? Was King Charlemagne, the warrior king. And he was Mozart, Amadeus Wolfgang Mozart. Nobody could pay him for Mozart. Mozart gave us so much beauty, still is. George Gershwin, same thing. Nobody could repay George Gershwin. He does classical music and jazz. And the same thing with his brother Ira. Now a girl, Michelle. Nobody could pay Michelle. She's done so much good. Like Socrates, the father of Western civilization, as Freud, the father of psychology, the father of psychoanalysis, Emerson, transcendental thinking. I think she was Thoreau. I know she was Shakespeare. His deep thinking playwright, Shakespeare. She was a Countess of Monte Cristo, just a Count of Monte Cristo. Sir Paul McCartney. Vincent Van Gogh, she was not Vincent Van Gogh. It's Vincent D'Onofrio. That does rhyme, Vincent. Okay, was has a 17,000 member Sicilian mafia to protect us. Okay, now the problem that's going on is Robin was Galileo when they told her she was lying that the sun The earth does not revolve around the sun. They'll kill her if she keeps saying that. She better recant what she said. That's what she did. She recanted what she said. They still threw her in her house for 8 years alone, house arrest, and she went bananas, a little crazy, and she feels guilty for betraying herself, saying she was lying when she wasn't lying. Now, her mother is Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak founded Sikhism. When they tried to get Guru Nanak to go against Sikhism, he wouldn't do it, so they killed him. He died. Galileo refused to be honest and died. But it's because of it. A Singh was a fifth Sikh guru, Guru Arjan. They told him if he didn't quit Sikhism, they would kill him. If he didn't, they killed him. He died. You see, a martyr. So he's the first Sikh martyr. Nanak was a Sikh martyr. She was supposed to be a martyr. But she didn't want to die, so she didn't. So now she feels guilty for going against herself and has taken on the identity of her mother, who was a saint, an angel. Okay? And she doesn't know she's Robin Birdsong. She also, let's see what else she did. She was King James, who created the Bible. She hated Eve. It was Eve, right? And also it was Elizabeth I, Queen of England. She hated her because she thought she killed her mother, Mary Queen of Scots, for no reason. Queen Elizabeth ignored the first attempt on her life by Mary Queen of Scots, a Catholic. The second attempt on her life, she said, this is dangerous for England, and this is dangerous for me. Because Mary Queen of Scots wanted to make England Catholic, and those priests who are not allowed to marry fuck each other, and they bring that abomination into the culture, and other people start to do it. And if all the men do it, there won't be a world, right? Because we need the testosterone to create babies. Okay, so King James, created a Bible which left Lilith, the worst person in the world, out of the Bible. She disobeyed God, and she tempted Adam to eat the animals. And that's the worst thing you can do. It's because when they kill the animals, they revert to their essence, and that's shit. So to eat the animals is to eat shit. The body, the soul, will not long stay in the body that eats shit. So you'll have these human forms with no souls, with no feelings, with no ability to love and feel empathy. And we have a tremendous amount of them today. That is why they have cheated Mother Nature, Eve, out of her inheritance, out of her voice. They stole her voice. She was an angel. She sang, a bird, like a bird. She sang at Charlotte Church. Took her voice, and Lola Fabian took her voice. She also was Etta James. She was Marian Anderson, Mahalia Jackson. And now she has no voice to sing, so she can't make a living. Josh Groban says he feels joy when he sings, and that gives him a livelihood. Josh Groban took her voice. See? But he feels joy when he sings. She feels horror when she sings, because he has her voice feeling joy. You see? And Stevie Wonder also took her voice. I guess he feels joy also singing. And that's only because Bob Dylan and Robin had made the truth, had ended the truth. See? But we have reinstated the truth. Right? So the truth of Michelle's voice must come back to her, and she'll be rewarded. And the truth of his voice, which is, I think, a baritone, will come back to him, and he'll be paid for his voice, his true voice, not a stolen voice. The same thing with Stevie Wonder. He won't be able to make a living with a stolen voice either. Okay, so also Eve will not continue to be blamed for ending paradise. Paradise ended when Lilith and Adam, who is Michael Bublé, ate the animals and became animals and were no longer fit for heaven. They had to go down to the animal kingdom, you see. But that wasn't known because Robin didn't put it in the Bible when she was King James. But she thought Mary, Queen of Scots, had been killed wrongly. Okay, there was one other thing. Well, that's, what else is she doing? Oh, this whole thing about Josh Groban supposed to be this pleasuring angel for Eve. Okay, but Robin, having taken her identity, Michelle's identity, Josh Groban thinks he's supposed to be the pleasuring angel for Robin, because she hypnotized him into believing that she is Michelle, his first love, his true love. Okay, so he's crazy out of his mind, and he ignores Michelle, so she feels nothing when she watches him on the videos, because he's not giving her anything. He's giving his love, his attention, everything to who he thinks Michelle is, Robin. Robin was, when she was a child, Edwin Birdsong, who was married to her mother, used to put his tongue in her ear to make her think he was her real father. And so she would not feel that Josh Groban, who was her father in the Garden of Eden, was her father. So she thinks, she doesn't know that Josh Groban is her father. She thinks he is her husband because she thinks she's Michelle. You understand? So she tells people that Josh Groban ate her pussy. Josh Groban has been a virgin all his life because he's loyal to his wife. And now he sneaks into her room, his wife's room, and eats her pussy. Well, I don't know if he does that now, but he did it for a while because George Washington was going to have sex with her to make a baby Jesus, because she was Martha Washington. So, and they were to restart creation with baby Jesus. And Josh Groban heard about it, and he broke in this place and pushed Glenn Beck out of the way, who had his dick ready to go into Michelle's hole, her uterus. And Josh Groban put his dick in her and made the baby Jesus have testosterone. Michelle had already conceived the baby by herself, just picturing Josh Groban. And so they needed, the physical